ask you one more about someone that you don't work with, by Anthony Joshua. Everyone wants to see him and Deontay Wilder. Is Joshua too big? Is that too much? For stamina-wise, should he lose some of that size? What do you think?
Well, I know you feel like I'm not connected, but I know Deontay Wilder pretty well. As a matter of fact, one of his strength conditioning coaches, Joey, is one of my little guys. I mentor him for a while. He's a great trainer. And
my mistake, Larry.
No, it's okay. Joey and I I've been knowing him since he was a kid. Him and his whole entire family. And as a matter of fact, when he got with Deontay and it was time for him to be on the world scene, he started calling me, and we started discussing different things. So I have a good relationship with his crew. As far as how the human body works, we all know that the more muscle you have, the more oxygen you need to move it. So therefore, from a conditioning standpoint, when you become bigger, you have to get more fit in order to manage it and produce more oxygen into the muscles themselves. If not, they become lactic and you start to slow down. So I think for the previous fight he just had, he might have been a little big. But from this last fight, I thought he slimmed down a little bit and he got faster. And I think his stamina got a little better. With Plesko, he was a little bigger. And I think that kind of hurt from a fitness standpoint. But if he gonna get in that ring with Deontay Wilder, what he's gonna have to do is understand he's gonna have slim, trim muscles. He's gonna have to move fast. You got Deontay's hands are quick. And you gotta have something to match it. You know, and that's going to be really important for him. Power is one thing, but it means nothing if you can never hit the person. So you got to get faster, and that might be lean out the muscle.
Do you think Wilder, from a strength and conditioning point, stamina, fighting 12 hard, he has an advantage over Joshua from what you've seen?
Well, in me saying that, I think that we have to take into consideration that they're both world champions. And no one becomes a world champion by accident, even though some people might want to believe that. You become a world champion because you're good enough to be a world champion. You went through some type of hardship in order to receive that award. That being said, that whole statement that everybody uses, style makes fights, that's what we're dealing with. Two totally different styles, two totally different body types, and trying to figure out which one is the best one. Here's the reality of the situation. Deontay's hands are fast. You got to deal with that. Joshua's hands are strong. You got to deal with that. So if it comes down to game plan, can Deontay Wilder keep him on the end of those punches and keep him away? So you have to endure the power. And can Joshua get close enough that to land the power to kind of slow him down a little bit to deliver more? That's really what it boils down to. I think it'll be a very exciting fight. Trust me, I'm going to watch it. And so if it comes down to it, you know, and I had to pick one, I'm going to go Deontay.
Because he's your boy, because he's American, or do you just think he wins the fight? Just
I don't care where he's from.
Right, okay.
I don't care if he's from England. I don't care if he's American. I'm picking Deontay because he is my friend, meaning that his trainer is a good close friend of mine. So I'm sure I'm going to get a phone call along the way, and I'm going to give him whatever advice that I feel like I can give him to help him with that process. So.
Do you agree with people when they say Wilder's the better puncher, but Joshua got the better technical skills?
On the surface, I would have to say yes, on the surface. And the reason I say on the surface is because I don't think Deontay's ever been put in a situation where he had to box.
Right.
I think he's always been put in a situation where his hands were so fast and he was so strong with the punch that he knew he could get them out of there. But I think if he got in a ring with a guy who actually can box and he has to be structured, I think he'll do a good job. I just don't think he's ever been put in that situation. You know, it's the same situation kind of like what Sean gets at. They look at him as a mauler, but Sean can box his ass off. He just typically not in a situation where he has to. That double jab, a triple jab, that up jab, it lands. Trust me. I've seen him more than once land, and he's a great boxer.
Yeah, Sean's probably got an underrated jab. You know.
Oh man, listen. Out of all the punches that I like the most, his jab and up jab are absolutely amazing. They're so elusive based on his length of his arms. They think he's short, but he has these very long arms, and he gets to guys that touch them all the time with just a basic jab. You can go through any fight over the last 2-3 years, and you're going to see 1,000 boxers popping their head back like a pass dispenser because they're catching the jab. So he has an amazing jab. So if you have to ask me, Deontay also is a pretty good boxer, just never forced to.